Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in, beautiful souls. I am Earth Angel Aura 1111 Oracle. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this collective energy reading because amazing things are happening right now. First and foremost, let's give thanks to the Most High, Jesus Christ, Yeshua. Thank you for spiritual protection, for provisions and providing for us each and every day. Also, thanks for allowing the angels and ancestors to assist us in this reading for the collective of divine feminines and divine masculines. Amen. Okay, so as I ring the bell to clear the energy. All right, y'all. So, just to give you a little recap of what I have pulled out here, this is amazing. Okay, I was just shuffling my deck and these cards came out. All I can say is, wow, your masculine, for the collective that resonates with this energy. And I'm going to just go ahead and put this out here. This is not for those of you that are still in a space of woundedness where you are somewhat traumatized in regards to the connection. And you feel as if you may be curious, which is why you're watching tarot readings, but you may be operating more so in like your pain and your wounds and karmic blessings cycles. This is for those of you that may have had I'm definitely picking up. This is for those of you that have a long-term union. You may have been in a union with your divine masculine for a very, very long time. Let me adjust this a little bit more. Okay, that's better. This is for those of you that resonate with that bit of information. Okay, just want to preface this. This masculine does not want you to get away from it. And the reason why this energy is so heavy right now is because I'm picking up that they're really at the point where they're surrendered to this process. Many of them may have been running away from love, running away from the connection, which is why there was broken trust here. Okay. There was a lot of rejection in regard to the connection, and this could have been an aspect that had been played into both the feminine and the masculine. But I'm definitely picking up heavily that the masculine is really inspired by you, divine feminine. They see you as their one and only. They do not want you to get away from them at all. Okay. In fact, many of them they're convinced, and no one can convince them otherwise of how much you mean to them. Many of them too are in this space of overcoming their own brokenness when it came to this connection. There was a lot of broken trust here. And another aspect of this is because they fear losing you forever. When it came to this connection, they may have rejected it so heavy because whenever they felt love in the past, it reminded them of pain. Okay, there was some deep seated pain there in regard to it could have been, unfortunately, it could have been from their primary years. It could have been from when they were children. Mm. But there's a great conjunction that's at play right now. Oops, sorry, y'all. Yeah, it got them a little shook up because what is happening is that divine feminine, would you rising into a place of power? Because what has happened is that when you were energetically, hold on, y'all, when you were in a tug of war, now the tug of war card came out in reverse. Now, the tug of war is representing that push pull dynamic when it comes to the masculine and feminine. Okay, you may have tried to be very long suffering within the connection. You may have even tried to reject the masculine or have tried to chase the masculine. But when you got to a space of dropping that rope, okay, with that push pull dynamic, hot and cold dynamic, if they're in the streets, you're not trying to pursue them, you're not trying to reach out to them. Many of you even put the masculine on do not disturb. By you redirecting your energy towards self, this has caused a major awakening within the masculine. And so this is why they're not wanting to even come towards you with that brokenness, okay? Because they realize that the broken trust that they may have brought to you was an aspect of the broken trust that they had within themselves, okay? And they see you as someone very balanced with them. You may have had to tap more so into your masculine energy, which is being logical, which is being more so um, a doer. You had to get to a place of stability within yourself, within your heart, within your life, within your emotions, within your spirituality, in order for the masculine to move out of his head into his heart space as well. And that's what's happening. Also, with this great conjunction, y'all, as things are happening in the heavens, it's not just a coincidence that we have all these planets in retrograde. Excuse me, we just had a full moon in Aquarius. We also, what else is going on? We have an eclipse coming up within the next couple of weeks. This energy is resonating in the here and now. Yeah, I think I was shook up with this reading. My throat chakra is like being activated, so it's like they're coming to terms with. It's like they want to confess comes to mind. Like many of them feel as if they're very burdened by things that they may have not shared with you, even in the form of broken trust. Like they may feel like they really want to share with you how they feel in regard to the connection they have with you, but it's something blocking them from that. But they see a happy ever after within this union. They see you and the masculine together forever. They see you as their one and only. And a lot of this too is because they're moving into a place of integrity. You healing within this connection has been a it has been literally like a ripple effect towards the masculine. They're also moving into a place of integrity. You're definitely a shining light, a beacon of hope when it comes to this masculine. And they're seeing that they can actually have an amazing life with you. So they're coming in for forever union. It doesn't matter what their three looks like. Because what is happening is that they feel the shift. They feel that you're moving on. Let's go ahead and pull for more of this deck. They can feel you moving on. Yeah. You've gotten into a place of peace and solitude. And see, that is mirroring within them their brokenness. Okay? When they may have felt like, okay, they can come in and out of your life, play games, play mind games, play tag, you're it. When they were in that type of dynamic, and you may have been pursuing them, you may have been trying to reach out to people like, what's going on? Because you really love the masculine, and within this connection, it brought up aspects of yourself that need to be healed. Okay. It also brought up, like some of you, it may have brought up wounds that you had early on of your own brokenness and broken trust. May have been in the form of a parent that may have been in and out of your life, or a parent that was there but not there. Those codependency issues came to the surface in order to be healed. And once you got to a place where this masculine may have caused so much trauma within you that you had to pull away, and you got into a place of peace and solitude, that has changed the game. Now they're at this point where they feel like, okay, you're not engaging in the toxicity that they were accustomed to, because the tug of war card came out in the reverse. There's no more games to be played. You move into a place of peace and solitude. And so they know in order to have you in their life, which they really value you, is calling them to really reassess why is it that they even got to this point to jeopardize such a beautiful connection. And they do not want you to get away. They see you as the high priestess, someone very beautiful. And it's not just about your physical beauty, it is your internal beauty, the way in which you hold yourself, the way in which you value yourself. Is something really to be said about how you've been able to manage during this process of separation with your masculine. And you may have gone through several stages of separation. And again, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but those of you that this is resonating with, right now it's going to be so important. Look, even as I begin to pull the cards, at the bottom of the deck we have protection needed. They want to shield you. They see you as someone that they really value. They see you as someone that they really love and care about, and you represent home to them. And this could come from a place of healing within themselves, because they may have felt like you are too good to be true is what I'm picking up. They may have felt that they've always wanted to have that home feeling, someone they really love and value. So this is calling them to bring forth healing within their childhood traumas and wounds, because many of them have fractured childhoods. Wow. Holy Spirit is wanting you to know patience is needed. Okay, be mindful to not rush this process, because a lot of things that you may have been working on or healing within the last months for some of you, for others of you, it could have been years. They're now coming to the place where they're actually having to heal from karmic cycles. And the beautiful thing about this is that it's like you're now in a space where you understand that it's not just about what it is that the feminine wants. Okay, those of you that resonate with this content I have here, you're in more of a mature space of understanding that just like there's healing that needs to happen for the feminine, there's healing that needs to happen for the masculine too. And by trusting that this is truly a twin soul connection, like this is a life partnership. Okay, this is not just a ordinary type of love. Wow. Sade song comes to mind, no ordinary love. Oh, okay. And this is what it's about. You're in like a leadership position when it comes to your spiritual and emotional maturity in regard to this connection. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you since it's very, very small. It says you have the opportunity to take the lead. It may be in work, personal, or family situations. You have the wisdom and knowledge to do what is best at this time. No more playing it safe and blending in with the pack. Shine your light and speak your truth. Oh, wow. Okay, so what I'm picking up from this too is that you may have been vocal towards your masculine in regard to some blind spots when it came to people that he was associated with. This could have been friends, relatives, co-workers, but they may have been around people that were really bad relationships, people that were disingenuous, people that enjoyed conflict. Now they're really understanding where you're coming from. And you may have taken the leadership position within this connection when it comes to self love. That's something that both of you may have been missing out, which is why the twin souls, you come into union to bring out better aspects of each other. But they're not allowing you to get away from them. They're very inspired by how you were able to overcome some major changes, some challenges. Wow, we have radiant goddess, acceptance. You are an amazing goddess, ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tap into your power by owning your beauty and potential by not making any apologies for it. So it took for you to even experience the pain of, I mean, some of you experienced major heartbreak, disappointment. You may have even been in a situation or situations where the people you thought were closest to you weren't there. It happened for a reason. This needed to happen for you to actually tap into your gifts, your abilities, tap into a higher power, the creator, the most high, God, Jesus. But now you're radiant. Your masculine sees this from afar. Now they may be very low key with it, but they have people and they're actually watching you from afar. And they're liking what they're seeing. They're seeing how, even you've had to overcome hurt from them. And that is really eating them up. You've had to overcome pain even from your divine masculine. And that has really shocked them because they're wondering, like, wow, how could someone exist that actually cares this much? Mm-mm-mm. I'm telling you all, it's going to be worth the wait on this masculine going through the process. And I'm not saying wait in the sense of just put your life on ice. Live your life, enjoy your life, continue to be radiant, continue to do the things that you enjoy. But do not think that you're going to insert someone else in the masculine place. Because what's going to end up happening is that you're not going to be fully fulfilled. When it comes to your twin soul, although it can be very intense, when it comes to this connection. That void that the masculine leaves within you, especially if they're going through healing, is major. There's no one that can fully fulfill that unless it is your divine complement. So you do yourself a disservice by trying to replace your masculine. I know it's not what you want to hear. I'm not a typical reader. I'm coming from more so of a spiritual and intuitive place, and this is about a lifelong union. Okay? And so during this time, Spirit just want you to know that awakening is happening. You're awakening to deeper aspects of yourself. You could be receiving spiritual messages in regard to different things that are happening for yourself. This is an opportune time. You're beginning to experience new beginnings, and these are also signs that you and your masculine are coming into alignment for forever union. You have been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond the 3D vision. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize this through doing the hard work and merging with your higher self. There is no going back. So enjoy this new way of being by having acceptance and inner peace moving forward. So this is what I'm trying to share with you. The importance of you moving forward within this connection. But it's not per se to move forward from your masculine in a sense of not holding space for them to come back into your life, because they're coming. They're not letting you get away. Not at all. Without a shadow of a doubt, they're not doing it. They're doing the work. And what it is that they're inspired, like they see you as their muse. They're inspired by the changes that you're making, and it's giving them a sense of direction on what it is that they should be doing within themselves as well, which is why the leadership card came out. Wow, better boundaries. Okay, creating boundaries requires self-love and discipline. It is not about you shutting people out or being unkind. It is about you telling them you care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. Clear communication is needed to keep your boundaries intact. And so this is another amazing thing that's happening as you may have created a major boundary even when it came to your divine masculine. But what is also happening is that they're being taught on how to strengthen boundaries when it comes to other people as well. So it's things that as you're learning, they're learning as well. As they're learning, you're learning. So you both are like teaching each other to become healed. There was major lessons even in the broken trust with your masculine that you had to heal from. Okay. Okay, so we have the past life karma coming up. Wow, so there could be very heavy deja vu for some of you. Like you may have felt that this connection is so deep and the energy you both bring together is so powerful that you may have had a past life connection. I'm seeing 10, 10, 10s. Wow, okay, so yes, you both may have, for some of you, you may have been together in past lives and you come back into this life and it's like each time you may not have fully gotten it right, but this time it's like in this timeline, you both are doing something different to make a change of some sort when it comes to the connection. I'm definitely picking up this could be heavily energy in regard to healing because boundaries came up prior to this. Generational traumas. This is being healed within these connections. And I'll read what the card says. It says, this indicates a past life is a reason why the intense energy. Okay, duh, I said that. Um, wow. Okay, God, yeah, I wasn't being sarcastic. I'm just like, wow, mind blown that I said that and now it's here. So the person or situation look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. So this is why this is happening for you all. There were some deep-seated things that both of you may have been holding on to, things that you may not have had any involvement in, just things that may have been passed down from generation to generation. Seven can be of relevance for some of you, representing completion. And Spirit is wanting you to know that you have good news. Amazing things are beginning to happen for you, Divine Feminine. And vicariously, it's happening for the masculine too. They are so excited. They gain energy and life off of you stepping into this new beginning. You took a leap of faith towards yourself. And also, we have the old conditioning card coming out. So there may have been aspects of yourself that you may have been going through karmic cycles after karmic cycles. Okay, tolerating people that were disrespectful. There were people that you could not call on for a dime, and you may have been there for certain people. But that wound was healed when you disconnected from those connections, even disconnection from your masculine, which is why many of them may have showed up in some very karmic ways that was like familiar when it came to your family. But now you're releasing. It says it's time to release old conditioning and to step into the new way of being. The old story and past cycles of blame, shame, and guilt need to move out. Take inventory of what no longer resonates and what isn't your burden to carry. Unload what has been weighing you down. There it is. It's time. And the old narrative, like I know some of us, we've been through some hell and back when it came to these connections. But love is love. You cannot deny it. And I'm not the type of reader that's going to tell you, oh, this is a false twin. No. You know it's your twin. You know it's your divine complement, your twin soul, because it's just like deja vu. Like you feel it very intense. And I'm not gonna just tell you what you want to hear. There's not a replacement twin. This is just what it is. When things are amazing, they're amazing, and when they're bad, sometimes it can get really bad. But if you hold on and allow yourself to be transformed through this pain, you're going to align not only with your soul purpose, but you're going to align with the greatest love you can ever imagine. I'm telling you, as someone that me and my twin, we've been together for 26 years. And I'm not going to say it's been a walking apart all the way through. It's been amazing, extremely amazing for many, many years. And then there's some time where things got rough, when childhood issues, when, even forces outside of us would try to come against our connection. So it's worth it. I'm telling you from the depths of my heart, this is like, I wouldn't trade this journey for nothing in the world. It's so rewarding. And to experience having true love that you can really rely on, the depth of the connection is worth you praying for your divine masculine, praying for yourself, and when necessary, detaching. Sometimes that's important. Sometimes you have to detach from the connection. And it's not like you fully detach, okay? Because if you understand what I mean, like you both still feel each other, but detached in the sense of not being so involved in what it is your masculine needs to heal. When you're pointing your finger at he needs this, he's doing this, what fingers are pointing back at you? Some things are triggered to highlight things that you may need to be dealing with. And sometimes we focus on love or wanting to be in a relationship so much because it is a temporary fix at times to get the spotlight off of our fallen nature, things that we need to work on with ourselves. And I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but both of us, divine feminine and divine masculine, we both have a lot of wounding from society, from our conditioning, from things that have been genetically passed down. But there's a lot of greatness within us too. And so to get to higher levels, we have to be accountable. But we have good news here. Okay, let me go ahead and read from this card, y'all. And it is, your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you, or the Most High Creator God, wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now it's time to celebrate. Okay, confirmation, major confirmation. I know you may be kind of in limbo, like, I love this person, but love this person is hurting. This is your time to focus inward. Look at what we have next. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me put these cards down so I can really show y'all. Look, God is not playing about this connection. Yeah, you may be in a space of isolation for now. But what is about to happen for you? You're aligning with your true soul family, your twin soul. And if you haven't had children, it could be children. If you both aren't going to have children, it could just be in the fact that by you both doing the inner work, you're going to be able to align with people that are on your frequency, on your wavelength. So endure this process. And I say endure with all love, because just because you're in a space of solitude does not mean it has to be lonely. Okay? You came into this earth realm alone unless you were a twin. But even if you're a twin, one had to come out at a time, right? So you came into this earthly existence and you were whole, you were one. But along the way, bits and pieces of yourself is chipped away. This season of isolation or solitude, instead of looking at it as something that you're begrudgingly going through, it's a sacrifice. You're sacrificing what you don't want for what it is that you do want. This is an opportune time to enjoy the journey. Look at your space of solitude as sacred time. You have the opportunity to become whole. And I'm telling you, these masculines are coming in hot. They're coming in with their heart fully on fire for you. The twin flame dynamic, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming, but I'm telling you, it's worth doing the inner work. So if there's things that's coming up, maybe there could have been some type of traumas or things that may have even transpired between you and the masculine. Sometimes these things are a reflection of your unresolved wounds. It's time for you to do the shadow work, do the prayer work, the meditation, okay, whatever it is that you feel called to do, but do the spiritual work in order to heal, because you want to be ready. Because the masculine wants forever union with you. I have so many cards that already came out in regard to this impending forever union. In the past, you may have wondered why certain things happen, but there was aspects of yourself that were not fully stepping into your wholeness because there were unresolved issues. And now you're able to realize that, wow, some of the messed up things I dealt with the masculine were things that I dealt with my parents or my siblings or my coworkers or blah, blah, blah. Okay, these things needed to be highlighted, to be uprooted, to heal. So now's the time to heal these things. It's time. Right now, they're going through a process. Many of them are going through like a dark night of the soul. And it's not literally one night, it's a process. So they may have been going through this for quite some time. But now they're in a space of realizing that they do not want to lose this connection at all. They're not wanting to avoid their own healing, in which many of them have. They could have succumbed to addictions or vices, but now that they're seeing that you've been able to even overcome things that they've put you through, now they're empowered to make the sacrifice their ego, or some could have wanted a lot of attention from others, and now without your attention, that is a major void for them. So they're willing to lay all of that down in order to have you. Ooh, even as I say that, we have the heart opener coming out. Yeah, many of them, their hearts were closed for a long, long, long time. Let me adjust this a little bit more. Their hearts were closed. But now they're going through this process of realizing that the only way through this process to actually open up, and it's been a long time coming, but they're here. You give them a safe place to land. So I know sometimes, when it comes to these connections, some people will try to encourage you, to open up your horizon and see if you can potentially connect with a soulmate. No, 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 no. In our tribe, I don't condone that. What you end up doing is creating more wounding within yourself or within your divine complement or other innocent parties. Yeah, you have the potential to have a relationship with other people, but it's never going to be as deep, as worthwhile as your connection with your twin soul. So instead of fulfilling those voids, do the inner work. Instead of allowing your heart to harden, or, I know some people are saying, like, you know, all you've endured with your masculine, you deserve to be free for a while, or hey, I'm all for a sense of freedom, exploration when it comes to, beginning to learn yourself more. But don't allow your heart to become hard and where you become cold. It takes a lot of courage in hard situations to still remain soft hearted, to still remain connected with your heart. You trying to close your heart in the sense of, for instance, you may say, like, or you may have heard people say, like, well, ah, my heart was hurt so bad, I'm never letting nobody get in my heart again, or I'm never opening my heart to this masculine. It's a lie. Y'all are still watching these tarot videos. You're still, it's like you want to know what's going on with the masculine. You're wanting the union, but it's like that fear, that shigo or ego is trying to halt you. And again, energy is fluid, so take it as it resonates, whoever's watching this. But definitely speaking from the feminine perspective, if you are lying to yourself, you're not making it any better. You know, and I know, that you desire this connection with your masculine. And it takes maturity to realize that we all go through a lot of fucked up stuff in this world. Pardon my French. But we go through all types of things. And especially when it comes to the masculine collective, many of them have been conditioned to not share their emotions. And so now they're pushed into this scenario where they have to feel. You think that's going to be an easy process? I think not. So many of them are opening their heart. Many divine masculines are connecting with their, you know, emoting is like a feminine type of thing. It's a feminine characteristic. And although males have the ability to emote, they are taught not to. They're conditioned not to. They're indoctrinated not to. So this is a major change, a transformation they're going through. And so this is why it's important for you to continue to remain solid within who you are, continue to still, be loving, be open to the possibility of change because you're changing. How egotistical, and I know people like to throw the narc word around a lot. I try to stay away from it because I feel more so it's demonic. People that are narcissistic are really demonic or broken people, okay? So I'm not a clinician or anything, so I try to stay away from um, medical terms, okay? I can't diagnose anybody, but I say that to say we're so busy calling, oh, this person's a narc, narc, narc. But it's narcissistic in itself to think that you have the ability to change and others don't. Does that make sense? Not at all, right? Okay. I know I wasn't the only one that thought that. Like, if you have the ability to change, your masculine has the ability to change too and to transform. And I'm telling you, as someone that, again, I mentioned, me and my masculine have been married for what? This year will be 22 years. It's worth it. I haven't always been the most reasonable, understanding person, and he saw me through some very dark times. I saw him through some very dark times as well. And so when it comes to these unions, and I lost some people when I began to say that stuff, and I'm okay with it. When it comes to these unions, it is like a seesaw type dynamic, yin yang per se. Aspects of yourself, you're going to have to be a soft space for your masculine, as well as they will be that place for you as well. Sometimes you take on more of a role as maternal, and you may even take on the role as a sister figure. They take on the father role or the brother figure. Like it is a balance, and it is something where the Most High is bringing you to a place to actually exude God-like love, unconditional love. We are making major changes for humanity by being, because yeah, the love is amazing. It's a cherry on top, the experience, but it's much deeper than the connection between the masculine and feminine. This is the energy that both of you, when you're healed or when you move into a place of wholeness, for you to come into alignment, and the energy you both create, you impact so much healing to people that are in orbit around you. This is an act of God, believe it or not. That's my own perspective, but I feel it resonates within me. Like, even speaking about this, y'all, it just really does something to me, because I just really wish more people would get out of being on social media so freaking much to the point where they're like bots, they're NPCs, they're just constantly regurgitating uh, the hate train commentary. Like, if it's not women, speaking about how much they hate men, or the clever ways that they can bond over hate, is men doing, similar things. It's just like, who are you fooling? We both need each other. That doesn't make sense at all. And you could make it up in your mind, and you know you could say whatever it is that you think will make you feel more comfortable. But the mere fact that this type of dialogue is constant, you're thinking about each other. But instead of you trying to say something positive, you are moving out of a space of fear consciousness, closing your heart, hardening your heart, and just bashing on each other. It is the stupidest epidemic. That's a real epidemic that's going on. This epidemic of hatred, internalized hatred, spewing this vomit of who could one up each other. I mean, it's just like oppression Olympics at this point. Like, what are you doing? You sound obsessed with each other. So at least turn it into a healthy obsession, and speak more so about how you can be healing, or how you can heal from the connection, instead of bashing each other. Like, let me get off my little soapbox. Um, you want love, and this is about true love coming into alignment. I'm gonna pull a few more cards before I end here. Let's see what we have. I'm gonna go with the Golden Future deck. Ooh, that was heavy energy. Really heavy. Because it's time. It's time to put away the shenanigans, all the hate talk. I highly recommend, if you're a reader, I highly recommend this deck. I really love it. Golden Future Oracle by Diana Cooper. Really good. She's really detailed. So anyway, let me pull some cards. Holy Spirit, give us some more insight for the collective. Whoa. Okay, Golden Stellar Internet. So basically, I was kind of speaking about this already, and that is the fact that communication in a fifth dimensional way. Okay, so getting out of the 3D. I'm going to read from her book to see exactly what she says. Okay, let's see, 36. What I'm picking up from this is that exactly what I was just speaking about. Like, instead of using this medium of reaching so many people in the masses, especially when it comes to relationship dynamics, instead of focusing more so on the hurt, the pain, the trauma bonding, maybe focus more so on bringing healing to the connection. Okay, so this card reads, For thousands of years, people have looked in awe at the stars, and more recently, attempts have been made to explore space. To do so successfully, we must have love, true humility, and the right intention. Wow. Advanced technology will have created new materials to build rockets and the means to power them. These rockets will carry people around the world. In this new golden age, we will be ready and able to visit our companions in the universe to communicate with them more effectively. So it says when you receive this card, you automatically receive an invitation to connect to the angelic realm and travel within through your light body. This is about touching consciousness to give you an expanded understanding of the universe. Wow. It says take a moment to experience the truth of your heart chakra with unconditional love. Wow. Okay, now it's making more sense why this card came out. This is about shifting into from a 3D consciousness into 5D consciousness into a space of conditional love, transactional love, unconditional love. This is about depth. This is about bringing about true love, balance, and harmony to the earth. This is beautiful. Okay, let me pull a few more cards here. And even as I say that, 3 and 6 represent 9. It's changes happening here. Unconditional love is being cultivated within the masculine and the feminines at this time. And for some of them, it could represent, you could be going through a space of separation, but I'm heavily picking up that for many of you, you may get signs that your masculine is thinking about you more like in the form of your dreams, or you're seeing synchronicities about them. Is because you may have some level of telepathic communication between each other. Some of them too may try to come in for a brief time just to gauge the energy to see where you are, where your heart posture is. Oh my gosh. This card was about this card was about opening the heart chakra. Okay, I don't think I read it, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you all. I don't want to shortchange you all. So it says, open your heart center and listening to your intuition will always lead you in the right direction. Now you have the opportunity to let down the walls you created from past wounds. Let your light shine from your heart and to experience what the universe has always wanted for you. And I didn't even really pay attention, but she's an angel too. I mean, in this society where people are pretending to be demons, it takes a really brave person to identify with being an angel, an earth angel. So if you identify with that term, it may not be the popular thing to identify with in here and now. It seems to be cool to want to be devilish or bad, but you have a level of radical self-acceptance at this time. You may have even had people try, all right, this is definitely channeling for the divine feminine. You may have had people try to vilify you or try to make it seem like you were slow, or you're being lame for investing in this connection, investing in true love. And investment meaning, although you may have distance or boundaries between you and your divine masculine, you still hold space for your divine masculine to come into true alignment within their heart space. This is what it's about. You move from a space of conditional love into unconditional love. And so this is why a lot of major changes are happening for you. You're moved you moved out of you move out of the 3D realm into a 5D realm. We also have spiritual technology here. We also have the 4 and 3 representing a 7 completion. Expand your imagination and share your visions. Okay, so what I'm picking up too from this is that many of you, maybe the masculine may have been kind of teetering on really connecting spiritually, but it may have taken a connection within you for them to really see a true person that actually abides by the true tenets of spirituality. Like you don't just speak about it, you live it. I know it sounds messed up, but some of them may have created some level of distrust within you as a test. I know it's like really messed up that that type of test that you had to experience with your masculine, but many of them are used to people cloaking. Like some people may have cloaked themselves with religion, but they were really evil behind it all. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's heavily what I'm picking up. So I'm definitely picking up church hurt. Some could have been PKs, preachers' kids, or you could have been a preacher's kid, or someone that may have been in some type of church setting, or you may have been belong to certain denominations, apostolic, Methodist, Baptist, but you were involved, or even Catholic is what I'm picking up. Catholic school for some of you, you may have been in these religious organizations, and for some of you, it did not break your ability to see that these are just people. Like they have flaws just like everyone else. It didn't cause you to stray away from spirituality per se. In fact, you may have connected more so with spirituality. What I'm picking up too is that this has been a major lesson with your masculine. They've been able to connect more so spiritually because they see how you've evolved spiritually, even in the midst of experiencing. You may have experienced some level of church hurt or something. Wow. Okay, let's see what else is here. And I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I need to go ahead and prepare dinner. And this could resonate for the water signs because we have Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer coming out here. The waters of the planet. Okay, so bless the rain, rivers, and oceans. Major healing is happening right now. Another thing too that can help you is to get near some natural bodies of water. Like if you have some type of pond or a river, lake, whatever nearby, try your best to get near the water because it's gonna help you energetically, especially if you're in this space of separation with your masculine at this time. Also, I'm seeing a major synchronicity. So you're going to begin to see more signs of your impending forever union is coming into fruition. So prepare yourself. This is why Spirit may be guiding you to fast or to pray more. There also could be things that you're beginning to process from your, you may have had some type of breakdown within the connection. Even when it comes to broken trust, certain things were revealed to you because Spirit wanted you to pray or be an intercessor for your divine masculine, for yourself as well. Wow. Another card in regard to nature. So this is definitely your sign to remain grounded and to get grounded in nature if you haven't already. This is a transition that's happening for you. Okay, tune into the natural world. Um, you could you could probably be feeling like you're getting downloads right now, spiritual downloads, like different things are coming to you, and it's because you are evolving, you're ascending, you're connecting more so with your higher version of yourself. And I'm telling you, you're becoming more so magnetic. You have a lot of abundance on the way. Your intuition is leading you forward. And so this is why it's important that while you're in the space of solitude, to use your time wisely. Love on yourself. God loves you. Love on yourself. The Most High, okay, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, whatever term you feel connected with, because I'm not the type of person to force my views. Although I believe in Jesus Christ, I believe in Yeshua, I believe in Divine Mother energy. I know that there are so many people that you may believe in a different version of a higher power. Okay, so I'm aware of that, and I want you to feel welcome in my space because on a deeper level, it's all the consciousness of one, truly, from the universal creator, source. So right now, you could be guided to become more so aware of your emotions, okay? As you trust the things, like for instance, some of the things you had to overcome helped you tap into, you could be clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, You could be someone that you're HSP, you're a highly sensitive person. These are your superpowers that have come online through these different trials, these different lessons that you've experienced. And so this is why you definitely have this space of solitude right now, because the Most High wants you to come into a level of wholeness. And that is a divine mirroring with your divine masculine. They're evolving into wholeness as well. You both are so complementary towards each other. This love is worth it. Message. I'm gonna pull from let's see, I'm gonna move on to one more deck. This reading is really good. I'm gonna move on to one more deck before I get up out of here. Let's see what else we have. Holy Spirit, what else should I pick from? Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Yin Yang Oracle deck. Let's see what we have here. The Divine Masculine, y'all. Oh my gosh. They're going through a major awakening. And it may have been different levels of awakening, but if something has happened as of late. There could be a lot of shame that they're having to overcome. It may not be something to deal with you per se, but it could just be some things that they're dealing with on their own. So it's even like my throat is kind of like getting a little scratchy, even saying this. Like it's like they want to say certain things to you, but at the same time, they're having to build the courage. Wow, that's what's going on. They're having to build the courage to come into your presence. They really respect you. And I know some of y'all like respect me. They done did this, that. Y'all, these people were operating out of a lot of wounds, out of a lot of matrix dysfunction, groupthink. Like this society is riddled with nonsense, with straight up garbage. So a lot of them are deprogramming. Many of them have stepped into a place of true masculinity. Y'all, they gonna be looking fine. I'm telling you. I don't know why am I speaking like this. I'm definitely picking up that they're gonna be looking so fine. Like, hmm, yeah, yeah. And I'm not picking up no energy that they're connecting with anyone. Some of them may have to overcome some type of addictions or vices, or they may have been trying to give their wand out, but it was not fulfilling. And so many of them are probably on no fate, or you know what yeah, you're probably familiar with that. Well, they're not giving their energy away, so it's just like, what's that guy that used to be on those commercials? Fabio, is that his name? Anyway, they're gonna be looking super fine. Where is Fabio coming out of nowhere? But I'm just picking up on heavy hunk fine as I don't know what. They're gonna be looking so freaking good. I'm telling you, they working on themselves. So maybe this is why Holy Spirit wants you to work on yourself, so y'all can really match energies. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, look. Okay, let me show you this way. They're longing. They If they had some flighty energy or not wanting to be committed, they're committed. They see you as home. They see you as family. And this says a lot because many of them, family was an F word to them. Because family were treacherous and just dysfunctional. Really a product of societal indoctrination. But they see true connection with you. And you could be longing for them too, but it's just like, this came out right after the Divine Masculine card, y'all. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else is here. I said you was gonna be fine, and mm-mm-mm. We got the hot Mars attraction card coming out. Y'all. Okay. And you know what? Some of y'all, they holding some baby shoes here. Okay. They going half on a baby. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be worth the wait. They're on fire for you. Y'all, it's like because they see you. Hold on, y'all. It's another card I want to refer to. Where is it? Okay. So as you can see this card here, she looks all angelic and sweet, this earth angel energy, right? But that is so freaking attractive to them. You could be like very freaking, like you exude innocence, but that is so attractive. Like they're not impressed by what they're seeing in society. They know that you're not available to others, and that is doing something to them. That's why they will really feel safe to really commit to you, divine feminine. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's pull a few more. Mmm, it's getting hot up in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, in all seriousness, okay, and this is what's happening: healing inner child wounds. This is what's taking place right now. And this is happening for you too, divine feminine. So just understand, as your energy is shifting, they can feel it. They can feel that, excuse me, they can feel that you've overcome quite a bit. Some of you, you may have carried on some hurt that, unfortunately you experienced early on. They also have carried on those things. Like when we get into relationships, those blind spots are highlighted. So now that you have moved into a place of healing, they're also moving into a place of really healing too. Many of you have healed from quite a bit already, and they can feel it. They can see it. Your energy has shifted. And so now they're taking it upon themselves to do the courageous thing, and that is heal inner child wounds. A lot of this too could have been around, they may have felt let down by a maternal energy, or this could have been a sister, but definitely a feminine energy. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest. But see, you represent an aspect of what it is that they always wish that they had, which is someone that really loved them unconditionally. All right. This is not for those that are like, I'm not their mama. It's, come on, y'all. Be real. You got mama issues, daddy issues too. We all have them. And it takes somebody to be in a space of maturity to understand that when you get into relationships, you do carry on some levels of that type of healing within your partner. If you're going to have a long-term relationship, that's just that comes with maturity. And for some of you that don't resonate with it, you probably will never have a long-term union because you're not able to step outside of yourself and realize that you're not going to get kin, or you're not just going to get this person that's just going to walk into your life being a completely assembled, whole in all aspect type of individual. Because let's face it, you aren't yourself. We all have aspects of ourselves that needs healing. And if you're ready to experience the best love in your life, the best everything, it's worth investing in yourself, doing the inner child work, and giving them the space through detachment. Focusing on yourself, not pursuing the masculine, not calling them, trying to figure out, what's the hold up? Are you better not? No. Allow the natural process of the masculine pursuing you, not the other way around. When you move out of alignment with your feminine energy, then that naturally puts the masculine out of alignment with their energy. So we both carry a responsibility when it comes to healing. Oops. Even as I say that, we have self-worth expectations. Yeah, they're in deep thought. Many of them too they're coming up with solutions. I'm definitely picking up that this collective of masculines, in my readings, they're very solution oriented. So they don't want to be told what to do. And that's the type of man you want. You don't want a man that is a yes man. Many of them, you may have tried to tell them certain things, but although they may be valid, he's a man. He has to find out things on his own. And that is too with them healing their inner childhood wound. Although you may provide a sense of nurturing, and you may bring about balance when it comes to how they feel about women in general. It is very a it's like it's a delicate balance of showing up for them, being that space of unconditional love, but then also, although you have this mother-like nurturing energy, but to not mother them. By you healing within yourself, you mirror to them what it is they need to heal within yourself. Hopefully, you're able to follow me and follow what I mean. We also have soul ties and reunion. Oh my God. I guess this is why Holy Spirit wanted me to get this deck, and this is it. I have nothing else to confirm for this reading. This is the process. You're heading for a reunion, and they're coming for. So allow them the space to heal. I hope this has been a blessing to you. I really enjoyed this reading, you all. Continue to keep your heart light. Have a strong mind and strong boundaries, but always know that follow your heart is the best way. I don't care what society tries to do. Society wants you to be hardened and mad and bitter. Forget everything that they try to tell you. True love exists, it's real, and it's worth committing to the process of really healing and providing a space of wholeness to come into play for yourself and for your masculine. Until next time, you all, I'll see you later. Bye.